Hi, I'm Kirk Dando. I had someone recently send in a question, and the question was, how do I have the confidence to speak up when I see that something I believe is going to get in the way of the business or is inefficient? And what they said was they're worried about coming off as maybe abrasive or difficult to get along with. Well, thank you for sending that question. I love that question. At the heart of that question, it says that you care. You care about the organization. You care about the organization and its pursuit of its goals, but you also care about how you come off and being part of a team. And I've always said it's critical part of a team. It's more important that we complete each other than it is that we compete against each other. So thank you. Great question. Also, how do you have the confidence to really speak up when you see something that you think is going to hurt the business or is maybe inefficient? Well, a couple things to think about. One is never bring a problem without bringing a solution. Sounds so simple, right? Overly obvious, embarrassingly simple. However, I can't tell you how many times where I find people who are great at identifying the problems, but they really don't identify a solution, and that's not helpful. Two is you want to sit there and pull everything through the threads of what are the goals of the organization. Now, if you don't have clear goals of the organization, that's a bigger issue for another time. But if there are clear goals for the organization, you want to take the emotions out of it and say, I think that this goal is at risk, either because I think this is a wrong person to be putting in this role, I think the process we have isn't flawed, or the accountability of the process is not happening, and because of this, I have deep concern that we're not going to hit this goal by our time frame. And this is something that we have identified as critical. So, two things. One is always have a solution. Two is make sure that you're pulling it through the thread of the goals, remove the emotions. And the last and maybe the most important thing is nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So spend time building bridges that can handle the weight of the truth. Build those relationships so when those times come, and they will come, and the business depends upon you to speak up, it's not helpful as a leader if you wait until the problem shows up in the results. You've got to speak up. You've got to see more, and you've got to see it before, but then you've got to have the confidence to speak up. You can do it. I know you can. Thank you for your question, and if you have a question for me, I'd love for you to ask it. Ask it in the comments below, or you can ask it confidentially, and I'll answer it on one of these videos. Thank you.